already gotten a couple hits on Prescott.
Fake it to Pollard. Pass is floated. Touchdown, Jarwin. Tied at 7. 28 yards. Floated. Wasn't too pretty. Nice catch by Jarwin. Tie game in Texas.
Back and take a look. They got split safeties here, and they got Tay Davis right in the middle of the linebacker. Look at the play action to Tony Pollard here that gets him to bite, and then that is why Blake Jarwin is as open as he is. And
3rd down and 1. Manning in trouble, throws it away. Van Der Esch was in his face. Blitz coming. Buffet. Gallup. What a throw. Cowboys picked up the blitz. Carter had pressure. Prescott dropped it in for 36 to Michael Gallup.
Well, you got Gallup working against the rookie, DeAndre Baker, and he's got a target on his chest, his first NFL game, and they lock him up one-on-one, and this is where Prescott and Gallup failed to connect often enough in 2018. They just were not on the same page. They spent a lot of time on that. This time it works for them.
Fake it to Elliott. Pass is behind, but there's Gallup again with a first down inside the 20. Royce can do a lot of things back there with Prescott. 3rd down and 10. Late blitz. Pass caught. Cobb fights through a tackle and gets a first down as he went through Hamilton. What an effort by the vet.
Well, the Giants were in man coverage, and it's a well-designed play by offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, and it allows Cobb then to get that space and separation for what was a very easy completion.
Prescott keeps, flips, Witten, welcome back, touchdown Dallas.
Witten, he sells the run. Michael Thomas, the safety, he bites. He's looking in the backfield. He's reading the run the entire way. Witten does a good job. All of these guys are athletic big men.
Screen didn't work. It's broken up, and right now they're calling it a catch and a fumble. I don't know about that.
And they overhauled the secondary, but the results, at least in this game so far, have been what they were last year, an inability to cover anybody.
This goes as a pass. I think they're going to like this guy. Randall Cobb. And a nice gain on 2nd down. He gets 18. And you. Prescott had one-on-one. Goes to Cooper for the touchdown against the rookie Baker.
Uses hard count. He recognizes that the Giants are coming, and he knows he's got one-on-one on the outside with Amari Cooper, as good a route runner as there is in all of football, against the rookie DeAndre Baker. It's just that's
from the 25, first down. Prescott down the middle has Cooper. Another big play. And Prescott has all day back there to find a receiver.
Well, Antoine Bethea is the one who is in coverage. A lot of time in the pocket. There's nobody in the middle of the field, and it's just a foot race. And right here, Amari Cooper's going to come here, and you can see the safety. He moves out of there, and all that field. I mean, it's just throw it out there and let him go get it. And just slightly underthrown by Prescott. Otherwise, that's a house call. Just terrible coverage there by the New York Giants.
Over the middle, here he is again. This time, it's Cobb. Absolutely wide open, but a flag is down at the 15. Left alone.
Pass, illegal contact, number 30. Defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
4 catches, 69 yards, and a Cowboy touchdown for the longtime Packer.
Well, you see what happens. It's 2 deep safeties. And, okay, anytime you get 2 deep like that, you look for who's taking the middle of the field. Randall Cobb is that guy. And off of the play action.
I'm going to have to go third quarter. Giants trying to hang in there. Eli keeps. Thought about running and wrapped up by Van Der Esch. And he wasn't alone. And a flag is down on the play in the front corner of the end zone. And Sterling Shepard ended up on the ground, and we'll see if this is a first down for the Giants by penalty. Look at this hit.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. There is no foul for illegal contact because the quarterback was out of the pocket. It'll be Dallas's football.
Good protection. Pass is caught. Gallup. Gallup inside the 30 to the 25. No answers from this Giants defense. 62 yards.
You're going to see the confidence of Dak Prescott. And watch him. He gets back. Gallup is not his first read. He's initially looking to the front side. Hits the second read in the progression. He comes back and throws a dart to Michael Gallup. Hits him in stride.
Elliott gets in on the fun. Touchdown, Dallas.
Today than the one he took over for.
Jones showing how he can move. He stays in. The ball pops out. They're going to rule him down. He got a first down, but he also got hit, and the clock continues to run.
And that's where he's got to get better. If there's an area of his game, it happened in the preseason, fumbled 3 times in August. 2 of them he lost. He also had this problem in college. You know, and it's the NFL. These guys, they go after the football, and they know how to do it. But ball security is clearly the one area where he has to be better.
The runner was down by contact.
Well, we're going to get a booth review.
It's under further review.
This ball is out. And then there was a clear recovery of the Dallas Cowboys, I believe. That's Awuzie who gets on top of it.
It's Richardson in motion. They will give to Peterson. He gets swallowed up whole. Nowhere to go. Malik Collins busted that play up big time, and Peterson is going to lose 5. Out of the outside, you got to watch that matchup. Here, though, they're just going to run it and get more than that. It's Ezekiel Elliott, who's out near the 35. Off-season hip surgery, but he's playing already more today. 3rd and long. Keenum. Pressure, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford came flying in and took down Case Keenum, and the Redskins will have to punt. Good to see him back. Missed all of last year as Prescott surveys. Nothing there. He's going to take off and run, and a big gain for Dak Prescott out across the 25.
King's official. He said, yeah, but we really love 33.
Yes, they do. A lot of time for Prescott. Going to launch it. Going deep down the field, and it's caught for the touchdown. Devin Smith, the speedster out of Ohio State, the former Jet, with his first catch of the year. It's 51 yards.
So what's been the talk coming into this game? How Dak threw it off a play action against the Giants, 14 of 15, 217 yards, 3 touchdowns. Well, their ability to run the football on this drive and their reputation as a team that runs the football consistently set that up very well. 0 pressure on Dak in the pocket. Devin Smith, who came out of Ohio State a few seasons ago, the reputation as a high flyer and vertical threat, after 2 knee injuries, back healthy and catches his first touchdown in a Dallas uniform.
Prescott gonna keep it all. What a zone read. Look at Dak Prescott with room to roll. Prescott still going down to the 20. That was textbook from Dak Prescott on the zone read, and he ran it for 42.
Kevin, gonna read it here on the mesh point and see where he dove there, and now he's gone. But downfield, good block there, but watch Dak look out to his left. He's hoping that his receiver, Gallup, can get in front of the corner because he knows he can't run away from Norman. So come on, Gallup. Come on, 13. Help me out. And a good play by Norman getting ahead of Gallup and hauling him down.
Left. Prescott going to throw it again, coming near side. He's got a touchdown. It's Jason Witten with a 51-yard score. Here's Prescott on second down and over the middle. It's caught for a touchdown, and it's Cooper for 6. That was too easy. 20 unanswered for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, Pam Oliver told us that Washington head coach Jay Gruden told her at the half, we've got to get a stop to start this half. But with this protection that the Dallas offensive line is giving Dak Prescott, he's throwing essentially out of the rocking chair, as they like to say. And DeShazer Everett is playing a lot more on defense than he normally does.
Thanks very much. Here we got a 7-point game. Prescott has some pressure. Throws over the middle, and he's got a completion to break Jarwin, the tight end, who loves playing against the Giants, but now he shows up against the Redskins too, and a first down for Dallas with a pickup of 27. 2nd and 2. Pollard again. Up the middle. Big hole. Tony Pollard. It's a 1st and goal. Longer span of time. Prescott's had another big day today. 24 of 28. He'll throw it again for a 29th time, and he'll connect. It's all reliable. Jason Witten for a first down. Down to the 25. Feels differently. As Prescott will sling it underneath, and another play to Smith, who's had a big roll today. And I'll tell you, Tavon Austin has been out with the concussion symptoms, and Devin Smith, who hadn't had a catch since 2016, has now 3 catches. He's got a 51-yard touchdown, and he's played a major role. From the 2. He slips, gives it to Elliott, works his way towards the end zone. Touchdown. Plays 54 yards. They're going to check to see in case Elliott didn't get in. Let's see.
Yes. Can we play now? That's really not that hard. I'm sorry. Can we go ahead and play?
His entire torso is in the end zone.
Really, Walt Anderson's officiated the biggest game. So
3rd down and 5. Elliott is going to get the first and then some. Ezekiel Elliott all the way down to the 40. And that is going to put him over 100 yards for the day. Snap and hold are good, and the kick is not. No good. Off to a 2-0 start. They've been red hot, and they will fake the run on play pass. Prescott going deep. He's got Amari Cooper. What a start. Cooper inside the 30 and stay hot off that play action pass.
Nation is a team that runs the football with ferocity. When you have Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield, there's always the threat of running the football, which allows you to get to play action whenever you want to. Excellent protection in the pocket. Beautifully thrown ball by Dak Prescott.
He said it was a little bit of both.
Well, we're going to find out a little later. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Allen Hurns just smoked by Jeff Heath. And Hurns, we just told you he suffered that horrific injury here last year. Heath just timed it perfectly, and now Hurns is down.
And you can tell that we have a bigger, how do I say this, understanding about what it takes to go across the middle of the NFL now. You notice how the crowd reacted.
3rd down and 20. It's a 4-man rush. Pressure up the middle. Prescott pumps. Looks. Floats. And he's got Jason Witten. What a play. First down. Oh, my goodness. What a play from Dak Prescott. And Witten hauls it in. It's a gain of 33. They convert 3rd and 20.
Remember the type of the game we talked about, the confidence that Dak Prescott's playing with? What did I call it? Supreme confidence? Do you notice how he orchestrated the blocking assignments before the play even started? And then when it was time to exit the pocket, he did. And how about Jason Witten, a veteran, understanding what his quarterback needed? Find open space and present as a target, and it turns into a big first down for Dallas.
And third and long conversions, the Dolphins were crushed in that last week. Here's Elliott, big hole. Ezekiel Elliott inside the 10.
He's making a little bit of noise here early in this game.
He has 31 yards already. Prescott, a lot of time, throws, complete, touchdown, but a flag. It's Cooper, and let's see what the penalty flag is. See if it stands. And looks like it will. Amari Cooper, touchdown number 3.
Touchdown.
That working against the best corner of Miami, Xavier Howard. Excellent footwork and body movement by.
Second and goal. They go to him again. Balaj running hard, but he's upended. Nicely played. Chidobe Awuzie comes in from the corner spot, puts his shoulders down and makes the tackle. It's third and goal.
And Balaj is not a little man. I mean, for Awuzie to come up and do that, if Balaj runs behind his pads and uses that body that he has, he'll be a better back in this league. Awuzie came up one-on-one. Terrific job getting lower and chopping his legs out.
Third and goal. Rosen, Balaj, and he is buried. Darian Thompson, who's playing safety for the injured Xavier Woods. They're winning that time of possession battle by 3 minutes over the Cowboys. After the penalty, it's a first and goal. It's Drake spinning his way and losing the football. It's on the ground. Who's got it? The Cowboys recover. A tremendous drive goes away in a poof with a Drake fumble and a DeMarcus Lawrence recovery.
The swipe right there by Jalen Smith, number 54. A lot of the time he'll knock balls free with great contact. In this case, as he's making the move in the hole with Drake, his hand comes out and pops the ball free, and Dallas recovers. A huge missed opportunity for the Miami Dolphins.
Second and 9. 4-man rush. Prescott lofting it. Beauty to Randall Cobb, who breaks through. Randall Cobb and a flag 2 on his horse all the way. Touchdown. But let's see on the flag. Hang on.
So watch it. 18 in white just comes right down the seam and goes across field. A little bit of an over route against Wiltz, the nickelback. And then there's a missed tackle in the secondary by McCain, and he's off to the races. And this could be a face mask here with McCain on the missed tackle, which is correct. That was spotted, but I thought that there was another foul back near the line of scrimmage. It could be a hold against Dallas, so we could have offsetting penalties.
Wow. So the hold on Connor Williams takes a 74-yard touchdown pass to Randall Cobb off the board.
Remember, Connor Williams was a left tackle in college and moved inside to guard last year, had his struggles at left and right guard, and right there against Devon Godchaw, he ends up getting the hold as Godchaw gets upfield and puts the pressure on Dak Prescott. There's Dak Prescott saying, all right, shake it off. Let's start over.
That's what they'll do. Second down and 9.
We got to go to Salem.
Drag.
It's only a 3-man rush this time. Prescott has time. Now he's going to roll and fire on the run. A good throw and catch. It's Smith who makes the turn. Devin Smith still on his feet. Down to the 40. Nice throw, nice catch, and a heck of a move from Devin Smith and a 33-yard gain.
And I'm seeing real growth and development in Devin Smith's game, because coming out of Ohio State, most of what he did was vertical. Deep downfield, over the top. Look at him come back for the football and then shake off the tackle downfield by Lamont. Well done. That's the second time I've seen Devin Smith be physical in his route running.
On the play fake, Prescott another dart. It's Cobb, and all of a sudden, even with the penalty, Cowboys finding a rhythm here. Cobb down to the 21. It's another first down.
On the previous play, Dak Prescott used his legs to create extra space. Kellen Moore comes right back with a movement pass for Dak Prescott.
We got to match their fury.
Pam, thanks. That's what they're trying to do now. Prescott to the end zone. Touchdown. Adjustments made, Pam.
Watch the motion by Cooper coming back across the formation. This is a big wrinkle that Dallas has added to in their offense this year. A lot of that allows Dak Prescott to identify whether they're playing man or zone.
Play clock at 2, 3rd and long. Pressure coming from Quinn, and he gets to him. Robert Quinn in his Cowboys debut. He's been getting close. Now he gets home for the sack.
You're out there. You're on 47.
A lot of chatter. Here's Prescott firing, and he's got a man far side that hits Witten making the move. Look at Jason Witten. You're not supposed to be able to move like that at 37 years old. Prescott. Time. It's a wall. Man open. Cooper has it at the 20. And he's forced out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It's Amari Cooper. He's having himself a day. Couple of touchdowns. That's already his 6th catch for 88 yards.
Are we not watching a quarterback in ultimate control and at the top of his confidence game right now in Dak Prescott? How he's orchestrating what we're listening to.
Elliott, good cuts. Ezekiel Elliott inside the 10, and a 1st and goal for the Cowboys.
So watch him. He sees it here, but he also sees the cut back there. Watch the vision. Connor Williams, 52, takes his guy. Okay, if he wants to go there, I'll cut back inside of you, Connor Williams. Thank you for the block.
Fake to Elliott. Prescott looking, gonna run it. Dak Prescott for touchdown.
The running game continues to be their #1 threat. So off of the bootleg, Witten clears space. No sense throwing it when he has a lane to the end zone. And the legs of Dak Prescott have been in evidence here today, creating extra time to throw it.
3rd and 3. Rosen standing in, going down. And the Cowboys have another sack. It's Malik Collins to force the punt.
It's that whole group here. Look at what they're getting done. Look at the pressure they're putting up the middle. Hyder, 51, is there first. Collins ends up knocking him down.
Fast forward to today. It's 24-6 Dallas, and here's Ezekiel Elliott. Over 100 yards now with a big run and a 1st down.
Spoke of being heartbroken over the fact that he couldn't get down on the floor, roll around.
Damn, look at Pollard with the big run while you're talking about Frederick opening up at a big hole. Huge run for Tony Pollard down to the 21. Pam, go ahead.
He couldn't get down on the floor, roll around with his then 2.5-year-old son Oliver, or how it was just plain unsafe for him to carry his youngest daughter Kensington up the stairs to put her to bed because he was just so unsteady, guys.
And Pam, we just watched Travis Frederick just hold it down in the middle as well as the rest of his line mates, which allowed a huge hole. And then Pollard with excellent vision. Terrific cutback once he got into
as well. Cowboys have dominated. They get Grant on the jet sweep, and he gets pile drive by Anthony Brown. Well, that'll fit right in with the WWE. SmackDown on Friday nights.
Yet he goes undrafted, but earns his way on the roster of the Dolphins.
Pressure from Quinn. Rosen steps away. Rosen is sacked, #3 of the 2nd half. And DeMarcus Lawrence, his first full sack of the year.
And I think they're playing some games in here now. You know, Jim Caldwell, who was supposed to be an assistant head coach, is out with illness. And that's hurt this franchise as well because it's a young coaching staff. They needed him.
Here is Pollard all the way in for 6.
Left side, Olawale, 49, nice block. Look at the block at the point of attack there by number 86, Dalton Schultz, the tight end.
6 minutes into the game with no score. 4-man rush, look out. Bridgewater escapes. Bridgewater looks downfield, fires, juggled and intercepted. Deflected and a pick in front of the Cowboy bench. Off the hands of Ted Ginn Jr. and intercepted by the Cowboys on the turnover. Chibe Awuzie with the pick. Dallas ball. Second and 17. Fake to Murray. Bridgewater steps up. Look out from behind. Here comes another flag. He's going to get taken down at the 29-yard line by Robert Quinn.
Holding, number 67, offense. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
In some of these games, he looked like he was all the way on the ground here with this rush. Somehow contorted his body and runs down Bridgewater.
You know, Bridgewater surveys, pump fake, look out. Takes off, still pump faking and taken down. So that's
pass rush is 54 again.
Down to 2. Here comes the blitz. Look out. He's going to get spun down at the 25-yard line. Malik Collins was in there. Wasn't helping.
Yes, he was going to blitz, but he got over here, which left one-on-one on the inside here for Collins to get through and get the sack.
Second and 12. Loss of 2. Prescott fires off play action down the seam, and that is Blake Jarwin, the number 2 tight end, who makes the catch. And you've got an injured Saint. That's Marcus Davenport, who will stop play for the moment. He's down on the turf.
It's just so dangerous to let one of those tight ends run right down the middle of your defense. But again, another half step.
11th play of the drive. Olawale in at fullback, leading the way and putting his head down and getting across the goal line for a touchdown is Elliott.
It was this power play coming right around here with Connor Williams. Got just enough to get him in.
He got the timeout, and now here we go on a 3rd down and 6. Look out from the backside, Robert Quinn. Boy, are they happy to have him. All those years with the Rams, then to Miami and get him in a trade. Huge sack, 10 yards.
I don't know what happened to Teron Smith here, but he's slow. You've got the back. Murray had to step up and pick up Jalen Smith, and you could tell Armstead just never heard the snap count.
And they're flanking Bridgewater. 3 receivers set to the left. Bridgewater, that straight drop, being chased. Look out, under pressure, and sacked back at the 50. Jalen Smith, and now they've taken them out of field goal range.
Teddy Bridgewater could not do is take a sack. Watch Jalen Smith come all the way around because he has so much time to get there. He's able to get it. That ball has to come out. Initially, though, it was the pressure up the middle by Kerry Hyder.
He got 2 on that pass, and now play action from Prescott over the middle. Has a man for a first down. Cooper. The Cowboys get Michael Gallup back, and his deep threat and what he presents on the outside might open some things up again for Amari Cooper.
Well, absolutely. You see Michael Gallup, who he goes through the middle of that defense, occupies the safety. It's then really pretty easy completion for Prescott to Cooper.
Here's Elliott right through the heart of the defense. He gets 12 and a first down at the 38.
Cowboys kind of shot themselves in the foot now.
Prescott sideline, Cooper behind the defense. Inside the 40, and a big one on second down of 46.
Well, Dak Prescott, they're running and out and up, and Prescott gets pressure. There's the move to try to get Jair Alexander to bite. He has to navigate that in the pocket. This is going to be the matchup for those
3. Back to that big one of 46 to Cooper.
Well, you see, and Alexander, he's cluing Prescott, so he was affected by the shoulder fake.
So a 14-point hole for this Cowboys offense, and Prescott wide open is Amari Cooper, and so far the Packers have not been able to cover number 19. On 2nd and 16, that's broken up. Perfectly timed hit by Jalen Smith. On Geronimo Allison. Aaron, the injuries are piling up.
Yeah, they are. Corey Lindsley back in the locker room. He's being evaluated for a concussion, Joe. And then we do have word on tight end Robert Tonyan. He's questionable to return with a hip injury. And if you take a look at Geronimo Allen's pants, he was in the 10 for a bit because he suffered a big cut and he has blood all over his pants.
3rd down and 16. Rodgers steps up and just gets rid of it. They're going to keep this live as Van Der Esch takes over for Dallas. Rodgers pleading. Snap it with 1 second left. They hand to Carson, and he is wrapped up in the backfield as the play is made by Covington.
25.
He's got 3 passes defensed in the game and a pick. Flag is down, and now one in the secondary as Gallup gets loose for a moment. Looks like
there were 2 fouls during the play, both by the defense.
Well, here's the one on Kevin King that was called, and then on the other end, Zadarius Smith with his hands up underneath Cameron Fleming. Well, that helps the Cowboys. You're right. Initially, it looked like it might be called against the Cowboys with offensive PI.
Instead, it's a 20-yard completion to Gallup with 7:45 left and counting here in the 3rd. Prescott. Pass is caught by Cobb. 25 yards to Randall Cobb.
Man coverage, and Sullivan's the one who's assigned Randall Cobb, and a good route and an even better throw. And the reason is that on this possession, we've seen Prescott with some pretty good time in the pocket. He often don't even worry about the running game.
Prescott throws, pass is caught. Cobb sits down with a 1st down. With the injuries they've sustained, they've needed some bodies. Prescott hit as he throws, and the pass is caught. Gallup, touchdown, Dallas.
Yeah, Prescott, he takes a hit right at the end of this, and it didn't appear initially that he was going to have enough on the ball. Double move on the outside. Tramon Williams just is not able to find the ball once he gets turned around, and Gallup coming up with another big play.
Kingsley Keke, who the Packers drafted out of A&M. And
that's not going to be an easy time.
Prescott down the sideline, and the pass is incomplete. Out of bounds was Amari Cooper. Good coverage by Alexander. Yet again, they were stride for stride.
Amari, he thinks he caught it.
Well, he dragged the right foot. The question is, was the left foot in?
He's got possession there.
Yeah. That's a catch. Jason was talking about throwing the challenge flag, and again it was with Scott Edwards, who wears number 3. This was earlier, and watch at the end. He said he's not playing the ball, throw the flag, which Garrett did. They did not get the call of the reversal. That cost him a timeout, and this one had some heat on it.
Well, I said it earlier in the game towards the end of the first half. There's a lot of pressure mounting for this Cowboys team.
Prescott. Elliott had to wait. Somehow hangs on. 1st down, Dallas at the Green Bay 32.
Well, you see Ezekiel Elliott, he just has got a free release. They bring the pressure, and Dak Prescott just has to try to lay it up as best he can. That's an outstanding job by Ezekiel Elliott.
Zadarius Smith back in the ballgame for Green Bay. Here is a fake toss by Austin, trying to pick his way, and he does down inside the 20. Let's go back to that big completion to Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, here's Rashawn Gary here. You're going to see he's assigned coverage with Zeke, but he thought that he was going to block. And when he then released, he had to try to run with him, and that wasn't going to happen.
Prescott. Witten, his first of the game. Got both feet down to the 5. They give it to him, and he's going to go in for the touchdown.
A good strong run by Ezekiel Elliott. Contact right in the backfield by Dean Lowry, and he just carries him right across the goal line.
Blitz. And the Cowboys finally get home. Dorrance Armstrong.
Going to go over the right guard, Billy Turner. So there's the pressure inside, and as good as Rodgers is as escaping this, just unable to.
First of the year for Armstrong. Four-man rush. Prescott floats it for Cooper, hits him in stride. Cooper stays in bounds for the touchdown. Wow.
A little surprised by the coverage, quite honestly, but he just gets taken to school. And Amari Cooper able to fight through that, doesn't make the tackle, overruns it there, and a touchdown. And that's the one thing that the Packers are just trying not to do, is give up a quick score. But they're giving him a one-on-one outside with a safety in the middle with no help, knowing the Cowboys have to throw the football.
Move the ball, kept the clock running, 5:30 left. Jones again, able to break loose for a moment, now going backward. Still going. And the play made by Wouzier. And he laid the wood to him. No flag for a false start. Looked like Bulaga came out of there early. Smith is there for Dallas. Prescott gonna run. Flag is down. Prescott lowers his shoulder out of bounds near the 40, but a flag is down.
Roughing the passer defense, number 52. That penalty is added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Went for 17, and now Darnold able to shake off one hit, but not the next.
Well, it's a coverage sack, really, because you see man-to-man, Aaron Jones across the board, and you're going to see, I think, a little more zone today. That's a zone, and they're matching up. But if you see, he goes through 3-4 different people, and eventually...
Just a yard away out of the gun. They get the pass over to Elliott. Oh, he bobbled it for a moment, but re-grabbed it. And then gets tackled at the Jets' 38. Out of the backfield, wide right. Here comes the blitz. Austin able to spin around the defender and get some freedom down to about the 15.
These last couple weeks.
Here's a 2nd and 11. Pressure, chasing. Coming up from behind. Prescott gets rid of it, and it is a good pass to make something out of what could have been.
Witten runs a seam. Dak looks, he's going to throw a seam over here, goes down to Austin, and does a great job scrambling. And then Witten, outstanding as he runs out that seam, getting ready, and then boom, comes right back to the ball. And he knows football at a very high level. This is the one that's showing everybody who he is, I think, right now.
3rd and 5. Zips it. He's picked. He's intercepted by Lewis. And ridden down at the 26.
What a play by Lewis. And we were just talking about good Sam's play. A bad decision, high throw. Dallas is back.
As Beecham is out, the team captain, and Donald from behind able to hold on to it as Quinn gets a 2nd sack. We were just talking about how they hadn't allowed one since one of the first plays of the game before the half. Start this drive deep in their own territory, and Prescott's pass complete out to the 32. 3rd and 9. Comes the blitz, picked up, pass, caught. What a pass. And Witten.
Dak gets in there, he could keep it.
They give it to Zeke. Zeke off tackle and dives in for the Dallas touchdown.
Plays. So they're going to have to dig deep to find a couple of them.
He keeps it, quarterback draw, and Prescott's in for the touchdown. He just tied Roger Staubach with the most rush touchdowns ever by a Cowboy quarterback.
Him into the backfield. Flare him out. Pass is caught over the middle. And a fumble. And the Cowboys recover. Over the middle they go to the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Trying to pick up that extra yardage and get the first down. Instead loses the ball, and Dallas comes away with the turnover.
Jalen Smith just came flying over and ripped that ball out. Dallas Goedert been playing so well, but here they go. You come out, you take the ball right away, make a big mistake, and now you give the Cowboys Elliott right at those new guys.
3rd and 1. It's Dak Prescott. He's not only sneaking for a first down, but more. He's averaging 7 yards per carry.
About the University of Virginia.
Rasul Douglas, West Virginia.
Orlando Scandrick, Los Angeles, California.
Scandrick, 10 years a Cowboy. A little flip here. Goes to Tavon Austin. Inside the 5. And he is in for the touchdown.
You're going to get the motion, but watch on the back end here. Orlando Scandrick thinks he's going to run a reverse the other way. Austin stops and comes back and gets all that field out there. And Austin, one of the great open field runners in college football, shows why here. That was some play design on that one.
Brett Maher comes in for the extra point. Jackson with a core muscle injury and return uncertain as to when. Wentz in the pocket, gets hit, loses the ball, and the Cowboys fighting for it. There's an eagle there as well. DeMarcus Lawrence created the fumble. Dallas has it. DeMarcus Lawrence is playing his 10th game against the Philadelphia Eagles. That's the first sack he's had, and it's a forced fumble as well.
First sack he's gotten against Lane Johnson so far in his career. Watch this little inside step and then the loop to the outside. Lane Johnson knew this was coming, but that is one of the things that you see Lawrence that does so well, and there he is to make the big play. They knew they had to help Andre Dillard on the left side, which meant Lane Johnson was going to be one-on-one against DeMarcus Lawrence so far. Big win for Lawrence.
That is Lawrence with the strip sack. It's Antoine Woods of the recovery. And for Wentz, that's his first fumble of the season. Doug Peterson thinking about those slow starts. Hardly gets any slower than this. From the 14-yard line. Out of the I formation. Elliott bangs through a would-be tackler and scores. Jameis Olawale with the block. 14 yards. The division champion only season, and no wild cards as the kickoff will be fielded. The yard in the end zone, and after momentarily thinking about it, Miles Sanders should have kept it in the end zone.
You can hit it.
Call his number again, and this time that is DeMarcus Lawrence. Tony Romo with Dak Prescott. 2nd and 9. The play clock is at 1. And Prescott fires over the middle, caught, and can he get into the end zone? No. Eagles just got a 12th guy off the field. And it's Prescott wide open. Touchdown, Blake Jarwin.
Just gets lost. Everybody believed this was going to be Ezekiel Elliott. And was it? I'm going to tell you, Al, there's that overload blitz coming one more time. Top of your screen. Now they back out.
And come in from the side, and down he goes. Jordan Lewis. So they backed off what looked to be the blitz from the right defensive side, and instead they send Jordan Lewis in. You got it. Barnett is back in the game. A double shoulder shake, and then downfield, and it's caught by Amari Cooper for a big gain. The 2-minute warning is upon us. The crowd saluting Coop. And that one is good for 46 yards. As good as ever. Period. From the 30-yard line now, inside 2 minutes. Elliott, look at that move. Finally brought down by Jenkins. Stopped in the backfield.
Sometime.
From the 25. Oh, and down goes Wentz. Lucky held onto that one. Robert Quinn had been with the Rams, then he went to Miami 1 year there, got traded over here.
Known for his speed move, but he sees Miles Sanders there to help. So what does he do? He just goes straight to the bull rush and takes Dillard right back in to Carson Wentz.
Hello, Devin Hester. So here's a 63-yard attempt, and it is good. Man, oh man, oh man. Maher hits it perfectly inside the right upright, and it's 27-7. We go to Mike Tirico. Mike, there was about half the time with 4-3, and about 1 out of 7 if you're 3-4, which the loser will be after tonight's game. And that pass along the sideline is hauled in. Amari Cooper, what a catch. Jalen Mills back there covering on the play. Down the sideline he goes, stays in bounds, pulls it in 28 yards.
Did you see the late burst there from Amari Cooper? He basically, Jalen Mills was way in front of him, and he just hit the jets and ran past him and caught up to that football.
Wentz fires, intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods at midfield and brings it back inside the 40. Drops it. Loose ball. Cowboy ball. Kerry Hyder.
And you can see his eyes come up, just ready to read the coverage. One of the issues with those direct snaps, but the snap was perfect. Elliott to come downhill at you.
3rd and 2. Fakes it to Elliott. May keep it himself. He will. Dives for the end zone and scores. One final gasp on a 4th and 4. And almost intercepted by Lee. So Lee's been involved in almost every play in this series. Sean Lee incomplete, a knockdown there. Actually, about Dr. Cooper. He also did Jalen Smith's knee after he was drafted and spent a year on the shelf. And a 100-yard night here for Elliott to the 35-yard line.
Jones looks left and then is just slammed to the ground. That was D-Law DeMarcus Lawrence.
About him stepping up. He just uses an inside stunt and he comes across, but he drops the left shoulder on Mike Remmers. That's just pure force. That was a stunt, not a pass rush move, and Mike Remmers has to step down hard with his left foot. He doesn't do it. And the
2nd and 2. Pollard probing the outside and stiff-arming his way to success that time.
You know, it's the shiftiness of Pollard. He stops right there. So what Jenkins has to do is you tackle the outside leg. But when Pollard froze him right there, Jenkins couldn't get to the outside leg. And
He's safe.
2nd and 10. And there he is. As Bennett able to get to Barkley. And now Barkley. Oh, he's met in the backfield and driven back.
Marcus Lawrence. You know, up front they call themselves the hot boys. Watch the effort to get in the backfield by Lawrence.
Off the upright. No good. Keep in mind all the doubters in the spring post-draft. And now Prescott with a lot of time and an easy connection to Amari Cooper. And Amari Cooper, remember, was traded mid-season. And there is a black cat now on the field. Halloween this past week, and a black cat is running across MetLife Stadium. Oh. Is this going to be bad for the Cowboys? If you're superstitious, a few weeks ago we were here for a Monday Night Football game. We had another Halloween theme. Now comes this.
Maybe we need to bring the ghost back to get rid of the cat. I mean, maybe we should. I don't know. I mean, what are we doing here?
We see. So we've gone from seeing ghosts to black cats now on Monday Night Football in MetLife. Oh boy.
Oh, this ought to be fun here.
And if this Cowboys season doesn't go the way it was expected to, blame that guy.
I mean, look at his change of direction.
He's got great lateral movement.
Oh, my goodness.
And we got the New Jersey State Troopers out there. Witt's wondering what in the world's going on. Prescott's trying to stay warm. Now, how do you get a cat? Who's got cat corralling skills in them? Oh, there he goes. Ladies and gentlemen, Felix has left the building. The college basketball season. Zeke Elliott with far too much room as Bethea went for a ride.
47 Boston, 47 Boston.
2nd and 10 now for Prescott. Able to get away from the pressure, direct traffic, and in stride go to Blake Jarwin. And Jarwin takes it all the way in. 42-yard touchdown as Prescott extended and Jarwin scored.
It's a simple route. Jarwin comes all the way across the formation. The Giants are in zone coverage. Prescott extends the play, gets it to Jarwin, and at that point, it's just him being elusive and some poor tackling from the Giants. But it was all set up by Dak Prescott extending the play, getting out of the pocket, and allowing Jarwin to do the rest.
And a good job by Amari Cooper downfield, just shielding enough, creating that opportunity within the last 10. 3rd down and 10. With time and downfield, and that ball is intercepted by Woods. Xavier Woods now on the return, staying in and bringing it out just beyond the 40.
Let's watch number 25, Woods. He's going to drop back and just play center field. It's 3 deep zone coverage for the Cowboys. He's reading the eyes. Jones looks this way. He goes. It's a simple pick for Woods. He's reading the eyes of the quarterback in 3 deep zone. And then he puts his return skills. Owuze's on the outside. Daniel Jones will learn from that. I realize he's trying to make a play.
And Brett Maher close out the first half in style for Dallas. 52-yarder. And the Cowboys with 10 points in the final 52 seconds of the half. A 52-yarder and that missed extra point, the difference on the scoreboard right now as the Cowboys take the lead, and we give you the Genesis halftime show. Jones under pressure, flag is down as Jalen Smith was charging in hard.
Illegal use of the hands, hands to the face. Offense, number 70.
He carries for 25 yards. 3rd down and 6. And he's going to try to run for it. Ball comes out at the end near midfield, and the Cowboys jump on it. That was Thompson coming up from that safety position to get the recovery.
You know, we talked about him using his legs. There he does it. Just have to take a look when that ball starts to come free.
Fumble recovered by the defense. 1st down, Dallas.
That ball's out. But I love the aggressiveness. You just got to get a little ball security there. To play quarterback at Kentucky, so he sees the routes the same as Dak Prescott does.
And now Zeke, look at the hole for Ezekiel Elliott as he's inside the 20.
He gets the first down. Here's Dak again. He sees it.
And he sees Gallup trying to keep his balance, and he does. Acrobatic score, Michael Gallup.
And that's all Dak Prescott. If you understand where he started at his rookie year, he won 13 games his rookie year. And then, I mean, the play by Michael Gallup, but it all started at the line of scrimmage with Dak Prescott seeing a coverage he liked.
Another check by Prescott as he kills the first play. And let's see what the second was. As here's Jason Witten, and he gets free. Third down and 12. Prescott gets it complete as Cooper takes it all the way. A 45-yard touchdown strike. Prescott to Cooper.
It's a good play design right here. The Giants are in zone coverage. They clear out Cobb in front, and then Cooper coming across the field. And what a throw by Dak. Hit him in stride. That's all set up. One, by the pass protection of the Cowboys offensive line, and then two, by, if you're the Giants, you need two possessions.
There's Barkley again, but this time Sean Lee says, you know, we saw that for 65 yards before. We're not going to let it happen again.
It's a screen play, but Sean Lee still has the smarts. He sees it, and Hernandez, number 71, is not able to get to him. That's just a really instinctive play. That's film study. That's a veteran understanding situation, understanding who they're trying to get the football to.
Grant Williams, the 24th pick in this year's draft, was on the team. He said Daniel was by far the toughest guy on that squad.
You gotta be tough to play this game as well, as he went down with big Michael Bennett.
In Kansas City yesterday, so that's going to be interesting to see how they come back.
There's Malik Collins with the sack, and that's 4 now for the Cowboys. Final 20 seconds counting down. Ball is knocked out of Jones's hands and still on the ground and then scooped up. That is Jordan Lewis. A flag is down as Lewis sprints the other way and scores the touchdown on the return.
Rolling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense for a touchdown.
Jordan Lewis.
It was set up by Dorrance Armstrong, number 92, coming around the corner. He gets his hand on the ball, then the effort to go after it, and then Lewis picks it up. That's 4 sacks on the night for this defensive line. They call themselves the Hot Boys. This defensive unit on the line of scrimmage, the Hot Boys have showed up, and they have showed out tonight, led by their leader, DeMarcus Lawrence. When this defensive line plays this way, this team is a tough out, and they will be a tough out the rest of the way.
Elliott has carried 6 times for 21 yards.
I don't know if it will be or not, but possibility. Well, here they come out of it. And Dak had to adjust his audible. He thought he had to cover 0, so he checked and then had to check back.
3rd and 6. Hangs in the pocket. Fires. Caught on the run. That's Michael Gallup. The number 3 back is in, and he's in motion. That's Amir Abdullah. Empty backfield on the 3rd and 5. The play clock to 0 as they get it away, but down he goes. Robert Quinn, the sackmeister now. That's 7.5 sacks for him, and he was suspended for the first 2 games of the season. He's been brilliant.
I have no idea what they were doing up front. Riley Reef that time is going to step down instead of coming out here for their best pass rusher, Robert Quinn. he pays too much attention inside and just gives a free run on the outside to Quinn. You can't.
4-yard sack makes it 3rd down and 12. Prescott up in the pocket, throws, and that is Amari Cooper making the catch. And incredibly staying inbounds at the 30-yard line to convert on a 3rd down and 20 yards.
It was amazing. It went right over Mike Hughes' head like he didn't even see the thing. Double check, I would say yes.
Cooper out to the left. Prescott, little shoulder shake, then fires to Michael Gallup, and he will gallop into the end zone for a touchdown. Harrison Smith on the blitz. Prescott was able to get it away. 23 yards.
There's a little pick play going to happen here right at the line of scrimmage, and basically Alexander gets pinned, and then he just drops out. And Kendricks sees him running across the field, but there's no way they had Kendricks on a wide receiver like Michael Gallup. I'm just going to guess that once the pick happened, they just let him go.
Prescott hanging in the pocket. Good protection, but that secondary is doing its job, and then it's caught. That's Blake Jarwin, the tight end. Down the sideline he goes to the 25-yard line.
Allowing Prescott to get out, and when he moves to his left, he is jumping off the ground to make that throw, but he is one of those guys that has worked all these off-platform kinds of throws, and that was a beauty.
Jarwin a touchdown at Lambeau today, ending at the 2-inch line. Meanwhile, they jump here. You got a free play, and it is pulled in by Cobb. Touchdown. Randall Cobb on a free play. There was encroachment, Minnesota. Prescott airs it out. Check it out again. You got a flag for offside.
Number 91.
Did he hold on?
The result of the play is a touchdown.
I think yes.
Looks pretty good from here.
What a catch.
Yeah.
Fingertips and able to scoop it off as he was getting contacted. Weatherly's going to jump off sides here, and great job not only for Dak getting him to jump offside with a hard count, but also realizing it was shot time, as we've seen Aaron Rodgers and many other quarterbacks do over the years.
From the 39, there's the fake. Prescott running out of room, fires, and that is caught. Amari Cooper again right along the sideline to the range of Coop. First down. The Cowboys racing up there. Cowboys are racing up there to try to get the play up before the chance comes to challenge it. And now they shift. And now simply a shotgun and a fake by Prescott, who rolls and looks and throws and directs traffic, and that one is a touchdown again for Cooper. How does he do it time after time? Amari Cooper with inches to spare gets the feet down, and they go 75 yards in 7 plays, an extra point away from taking the lead.
Jerry may have contracts for both of them tomorrow. That's magical because you can't defend that, right? That ball is 3 yards outside the boundary, and they are just timing it up perfectly on the outside. Dallas's schedule down the stretch much tougher than Philly's is.
Yep. 3rd and 14. And Prescott fires, and that'll be caught for a first down. On a 3rd and long, they go to Randall Cobb, averaging less than 3 yards per carry. 14 attempts for 40 yards. 2nd down and 9. Look out. Prescott avoids the sack. Griffin chases him. Fires downfield. Caught. Amari Cooper. Credit Prescott. You got Hunter going after him. You got Griffin chasing him. And it turns out to be a gain of 18 yards.
What a move by Everson Griffin. Watch the inside spin move here. A total win. Looks like dead to rights is Dak Prescott. He escapes and makes yet another brilliant throw on the run. That is some quarterback play right there.
Second and 10, blitz coming. Prescott avoids it, throws, hits a wide open Cobb. To the 5-yard line goes Randall Cobb. From the 6-yard line as the Cowboys start this drive with a pass that is caught up at the 26-yard line by Randall Cobb. He takes a shot. Big night for him. 6 catches and 106 yards for Cobb.
Throw of the night right there for Dak Prescott. Talk about throwing with conviction out of
from the 49-yard line. Here comes the blitz. Prescott hangs in there, fires, caught. Cooper to the 30-yard line.
As a receiver and a route runner, I don't think there's that much difference for where he is.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep, firing deep, and he's got a catch. It's Michael Gallup, who's off to a good start here today. 3rd down and 3 for Dallas. Pollard remains in the game at running back. And you see drops have been a big issue for these Cowboys. 4-man rush. Prescott a lot of time again. Now over the middle, he's got a completion for a 1st down. There's a penalty. Cobb hauls it in, but let's see what the penalty flag is.
Pass holding, defense number 29.
3rd and 5. Prescott stands in, floats it, he's got a completion as Pollard making a move, makes a man miss, going to the end zone, and Tony Pollard is in.
So watch Pollard here as he goes underneath. There's no one in the middle of the field to check him as a crossing receiver. And then he shakes free on the attempted tackle by Tracy Walker and finds himself into the end zone. But look at Dak Prescott, another arm angle to deliver the ball to Tony Pollard. We've seen multiple arm angles from him.
On 1st down, Driscoll to throw, pressure coming, he's in trouble, somehow hangs on to the ball, but down he goes. Robert Quinn, what a start to this game for him.
And Kevin, it's not a surprise because Robert Quinn, right? He's in the game plan. Like when you say, okay, who do we have to block today? Robert Quinn is going to have a star next to his name. And he's run around the left end. Now, the first time, it was not Decker's fault, Taylor Decker's fault. He wasn't even lined up there. It was Ty Johnson's fault for not chipping him. This time, he ran right past Taylor Decker, barely got a paw on him, and Quinn gets to celebrate at the quarterback.
2nd and 17. I'm not even sure how he held on to the ball. Here's McKissick, who gets smoked by Jalen Smith. My goodness, what a hit.
Do you think that Jalen Smith has heard the whispers out there that he and Leighton Vander Esch aren't playing quite as well as they were last year? That play, I mean, he just showed up. You talk about with a suddenness. Watch 54. Whoosh. Play ended right there on the spot. We always talk about defensive backs tackling in the secondary to prevent yards after catch. There were no more yards in that run after Jalen Smith showed up.
Lions have to get to the 35 on 3rd down. Driscoll over the middle, nearly intercepted. He was trying to get it to Hockenson, and there's the other guy who says, wait a second. I hear the whispers too. Big in his book. 3rd and 9 here. Lions show blitz, they back off. Prescott a lot of time. He's going deep here for Michael Gallup, adjusting, and Michael Gallup comes down with the football and a flag too.
Now, which way will they call this? Because both of them were hand fighting. I have a feeling it'll go against the defender. This case, Mike Ford, number 38.
Pass interference, defense number 38. This penalty has been declined. The result for the play is a 1st down.
What they're getting him for is that left arm that got into Gallup's chest a little bit early. How about the concentration by Gallup to stay with it? He finds the football first, fights his way back through Mike Ford. Ball pops in the air. Gallup stays with it and controls it all the way through the process of the catch.
Michael Gallup's over 100 yards receiving, and that's what Pam's talking about. That's why you don't run, because if you have that ability, 41 yards to Gallup, was over 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. Here's Elliott right up the gut. Ezekiel Elliott, is he in? No signal. He's down inside the 1.
And I have a feeling he'll come right back at him too. If I'm Dallas, I'm just lining right up if they don't call this a touchdown. Check and see as he's extending. He's still up in the air, still up in the air. Now he's hitting, hitting there, and the ball may or may not have gotten to the goal line at that point. Here he goes again. As he extends, as he's going to the ground.
Oh, it's close.
Well, it's close, but the official is right on the goal line. He marked it a little short.
Cowboys go jumbo. They're going to run it to Elliott. Elliott's going to get in. Touchdown, Dallas.
That big offensive line, they would have been very upset with any other call. See Suafilo with a little jump step from the left guard to come over.
Now out to the 30. Here's Scarborough. Oh, tackled immediately. DeMarcus Lawrence. First time we've heard from him today.
He's going to turn it into something big, isn't he? You're going to know me now. How about the move inside on Tyrell Crosby? Just gave him a little shake move.
Lofting over the middle. He's got a man wide open. A big gainer. It's Randall Cobb running free inside the 30. Randall Cobb all the way down to the 24-yard line, and a big one from Dak Prescott, 49 yards.
Now watch Cobb as he goes across. He's letting Dak Prescott know what his coverage is and where he's going to end up on the route. And he goes to the left side, and Jason Witten cut from the left to the right underneath him, and that helped out with the coverage as well. Zeros, that's their goal.
Prescott standing in, firing, caught for the touchdown. Randall Cobb holds on despite a vicious hit and a penalty likely on the hit. So it should stand for a touchdown for Dallas.
Remember the early drop by Randall Cobb? Since then, he's been money for him. Nice move inside on Justin Coleman. And then there's the hit, Will Harris, the rookie out of Boston College.
Fake to Elliott. Prescott all kinds of time. Fires a dart to Cobb, who's wide open. And Randall Cobb still running all the way down to the 41 of Detroit.
What doesn't change is Randall Cobb getting open. Look at him working inside. And look at him going. Now, Jared Davis looks like the guy who is chasing. But he gets inside so easily, he never has a chance. Cobb.
Stay with the pass. Prescott winds up, fires far side of the field, and has a completion. It's Amari Cooper, just his second catch of the day. That clock winding down. It's at 2. It's at 1. Lions come with the blitz. Elliott picks it up. Prescott going far side. Oh, and it somehow gets through, and it's caught to Cooper. Slay thought he had another one. And there was no one in front of him if he hauled it in.
How does Slay, all the way to the left of your screen, 23, how does he not get this one? He's in phase, he goes back, the ball goes through, and the second part is, how about the concentration of Amari Cooper to not let the hands of Slay distract him from the football, and he comes down in bounds and gains additional yardage. Darius Slay's like, that's 2 picks on this drive I should have had.
Cowboys need to get down to the 10 on a 3rd down. Pressure coming. They got to set up the screen. It's a low throw. What a catch by Elliott. First down. Touchdown. And he's doing the Dak thing. That is great. Oh, that is great.
And then threw against it. And as you mentioned, what a catch by Elliott. Gets his balance back. And then accelerates, and Witten makes a block without making a block. But watch what Witten does, because there's a block there, and now here it comes late, and he doesn't hold, and he doesn't clip. See how he gets out of the way? Shows his hands. I didn't do anything.
So they will go for 2. They will hand it off and run it and get in for the 2. Pollard.
People keep forgetting, this is the underrated part or the underrated aspect of Zeke Elliott's game that people keep missing. Remember last year, you referenced it not too long ago, Kevin. Zeke Elliott had, what, 152 on the ground and, what, 88 in the air against this team, had 200 yards total, scrimmage yards. That's because he can catch the football. And then afterwards, it's the dance step to sweep in the nation. It's the Dak. That's his warm-up routine. Zeke Elliott celebrating with it.
Agnew hurts on that return. We'll take it beyond my math.
You just did it well.
Lions go for 2. Driscoll back, pressure coming, throws to no one, incomplete.
Wilson's been there all the time.
It's a high kick. Pollard going to let it go. Now he better pay attention to it. And now he's in trouble. Backed up at the 10. Pollard escapes out across the 25 to the 30. It looked like he was in deep trouble, and all of a sudden he turns it into a good return. 3rd and 4. It's only a 3-man rush. Prescott waiting, looking, lofting. He's got a completion to Gallup, who is wide open and has a big gain.
Where's Marvin Jones now?
On 2nd and long. Driscoll pressure up the middle. He is dropped. Malik Collins made the play. Bennett was there to clean it up.
Right in the middle. Here comes Malik Collins. First guy there, as you called it. And then Michael Bennett finishes things off. But what a pass rush by Malik Collins. A strong inside presence against the run and the pass.
They will fake the run. Prescott's got a man wide open, and this may do it. It's Jarwin running free for a big gain and a first down. What a call by the Cowboys for 23.
Remember last possession? I talked to you about trust Dallas has in Dak now. This is ultimate trust right here, because everyone would understand if you just handed Zeke 3 times, bleed the timeouts, kick it, and go ahead. But they just said, you know something, our best guy right now is Dak. We trust him with the football. He'll take care of it. And let's go ahead and get ourselves out of danger with a little bit less stress.
I think the Cowboys want to get into a game where they have to rely on throwing it every down.
They screen it to him. Good blocking out in front. Big yardage on first down inside the 35.
Setup, we've seen play action a couple times now by the Cowboys, and they've thrown the ball down the field. This time with the same action in the backfield, they're able to get it off to Ezekiel Elliott. And some, they went 3 and out on that opening drive, but they've been able to.
3rd down and 5. Brady has a ball stripped, gets it back, and a stop is made. Quinn forced the fumble. Brady got it on the hop, and then he was brought down immediately. And it's 4th down, a loss of 3 on the play.
Pretty good protection overall. It was just excellent coverage by the Cowboys. They lock up man-to-man, and they don't play a lot of it. But they like the matchups that they have on their side of the ball. They're able to get to Brady. And even though the Patriots...
One target for Amari Cooper, and that was the interception by Gilmore. Elliott takes it, and then lowers his shoulder and goes right through Deron Harmon. This cruddy day weather-wise, that is a big advantage in this matchup. He is not.
He has been a factor.
Second down and 8. See if the glove works. It does. Gallup inside the 30. Of the season is Folk, and the kick is no good.
On 3rd down and a big one.
Hand off to Burkhead, and he lost a yard. Michael Bennett, who started the year with the New England Patriots, won a Super Bowl years ago in Seattle, traded for what is now a 6th round draft pick by him appearing in this game, is there for the stop. And when Bennett won the Lombardi Trophy with the Seahawks, that man that he just hugged was with Seattle as well, Chris Richard.
He's been a good addition to this Cowboys team. 3 sacks in 3 games, and he's been, you think about his career and how disruptive he has been.
2nd and 11. Brady maneuvering in the pocket, throws, and broken up. Burkhead and Lee. Sean Lee back to where he made his name at that weak side linebacker spot. Good in coverage, and Burkhead did all he could, couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, he did. That for Tom Brady, that's Fran Tarkenton like. him running around back there in the pocket, keeping that play alive. Well, the Cowboys have gotten them to another 3rd and long. Can they make a stop now?
Brady's only been sacked once today, make it twice. Malik Collins gets home to bring up 4th down.
Now.
On 3rd down and 3. Pass is knocked away. Heath delivered the hit on Jacoby Myers. And Heath's banged up. He's had bad shoulders, and he had to lower his shoulder here.
It was a great throw by Tom Brady.
And a clean hit.
Yeah, it was a really good hit. You know, he does not shy away from contact, and he comes in, and you know that ball was coming out as it was, but
Patriots have made 8 stops on 9 3rd downs. Pass is caught by Gallup.
And a few weeks removed, I'm not sure how big that game was now, the way the Eagles have played.
On 1st down, play made. Sony Michel brought down by Lawrence. But Troy, just to finish the point, when you talk about the Eagles, they lost at home today to Seattle. The Eagles are now under 500. The Eagles and Cowboys meet week 16. But realize at Philadelphia the rest of the way after this week, they have the easiest strength of schedule remaining for the regular season in 2019. So this is a game that's out there for the Cowboys right now, but they trail by 4.
And quite honestly, I don't know that you can catch the Patriots in a more vulnerable position than they are this game with what they have offensively.
Pass is incomplete for Harry, and good coverage by Byron Jones.
Really good coverage. They're trying to go up. They were working on this in pregame warmups. You know they've been spending time on this in practice. Like I said, 6'4", and get the ball up. Perfect. Like that it was not a call.
That was DeMarcus Lawrence, now 3rd and 14. Screen, and that did not work. Michael Bennett makes the play on White. Play action. Prescott throws, caught by Cobb. Randall Cobb has it knocked out and somehow catches it. McCourty batted it into the air, and Randall Cobb, but a flag is down back inside the 30. Cobb able to catch his own fumble.
What a throw by Dak Prescott. They're going to sort out this penalty, but
while the quarterback was still in the pocket, illegal contact on the defense. Penalties decline.
Longest play for Dallas prior to this, 22 yards, and what a throw. And then Cobb able to corral the batted ball by McCourty out of his left arm.
Yeah, that's a good job by McCourty coming in and trying to make a strip, but for Prescott to be able to drop that ball in, he's
at 20 games. Against the #1 defense. Prescott throws, pass caught, Cobb spins out across the 25. What an opportunity this is for Dak Prescott.
Prescott will move Olawale wide to the right. Prescott's going to fire it and hit it. There's Cooper. And Tony, you said they got to get Cooper involved in this game after no catches last Sunday. And it took 10 seconds to get him a catch for 16.
Well, it's a staple play. Probably the #1 play they want to go to in key situations. Ran this play for years. Back Troy Aikman used to throw this to Novacek and then Cooper in the lead.
Cooper back on the field for 2nd and 8. And screen pass. There goes Elliott with Frederick out in front.
It's the fake jet sweep and then come back out to a screen. They love screens that have you look like I'm giving the ball somewhere, and then it comes back across the other side and build a team.
2nd and goal. Play action. Prescott finds the target. It's Witten for the touchdown. Jason Witten has another Thanksgiving Day touchdown.
Few Thanksgiving games, watch him. He's right here. This is sneaky how good this is. He's going to block, but watch him wait until everyone leaves that area. Wait, and then fall right behind everybody. The Bills had 3 guys there for the back and the quarterback. The Cowboys are similar. A lot of movement, a lot of hustle. They're going to send 5 guys a lot today.
Allen
Allen is sacked back at the 20. Almost twisted his way out of it, but Thompson got to him.
Soon right after still.
And off Elliott again. Breaking tackles and taking it all the way to the Buffalo 45. This is going to be his longest run in weeks. He had 180 some odd runs without a 20-yard rush. And now he peels off a 30-yard carry.
Well, this is going to be how they're going to professional football player as you can have in your building.
Second and 7. He's going to give back some yardage. What a play by Covington in the backfield. Knocks him down for a 3-yard loss.
Well, Covington, you see how the movement, instead of going straight forward, he goes around to the other gap. Ton of movement on these two football teams. Part of the reason why their defensive line, similar structure-wise in a lot of ways, that can be the difference sometimes.
Here's Allen with the flag out. He's knocked down back at the 33. Covington, who's had an active first half, is able to get the sack.
Oh, that's kind of suck. I'm going to say goodbye to me that quickly.
Well, Emmett, we should say.
Well, I'm sorry.
Hello again.
Hello and goodbye.
Never want you to leave.
Mr. Smith.
Holding. Offense number 73. Penalty decline.
You're very welcome.
Third down.
So Emmett, a closing thought here about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Here's a team that's leading the division. And yet, this week it's been a busy week with a lot of noise, as we've already talked about. What do you make of this team this year?
It doesn't feel like we're leading the division at all because of the things that you're bringing up. I mean, we have lost some games that we probably should not have lost. And we've been playing very up and down, mediocre football, if you will. As you can tell right now, we just turned the ball over on our side of the football field. And other things are starting to happen. So, it doesn't look good. We need to get that chemistry back. I don't know where we lost it at, somewhere along the road, but we need to get it back.
And it's great points. And you see right there.
Jones break it up as going for Foster. And then Woods comes over and tries to make a play on the ball. They're going to have a long field goal attempt from Hauschka from about 50 yards out. Hauschka has missed 5 of his last 6 from 50 plus.
Gotta make a play.
Well, that right there, that's a great job of tipping it by Jones, and had an opportunity right there for the interception. Big kick here, though. If you can get a turnover and give up no points, it doesn't come back to bite you later.
Hey, he missed it. He missed it. Yay, I can leave on that one.
It's amazing, and Singletary's getting a lesson and a master class. He's got to get the ball.
Allen taken down by Lewis.
Well, instead of having Lewis and really Chuck Freeman to guard Beasley one-on-one, they're going to press the 27 right there. Josh does not see it coming, and a wonderful job by Lewis. So they got to stick with him.
Prescott stepping up and launching and hitting his target with a marker down. It's Gallup with the catch.
Illegal contact. Defense number 29. Penalty decline. Result of the play. First down.
The result of the play is a 35-yard gain to the Bills' 28.
And give Kellen more credit. This is an incredible design play. And this is a halftime adjustment coming out and getting this.
3rd and 10. Down 16. Prescott in trouble. Great job getting away. Taking off, turning the corner. Challenges right. Oh, he does something. Oh, and a flag's down, too.
Late.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 55.
It's on Hughes.
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Tremendous effort by Prescott here to keep the play alive and then take off and take on the Buffalo defense. That's Hughes almost got him for the sack. Got to his feet, and he'd get flagged at the end of this. Okay, Gene Steratore, did that merit a flag right here, this hit?
As I'm just watching it, Jim, it looks like Hughes is committing to the tackle as Dak is still reaching for the first down. It's
the effort Dak just gave there. Trying to will his team, that was
big. Here's his throw. Down to the 10 and inside the 10 with Cobb.
Dak did a good job there, but that's one area McDermott's done a good job of today.
Down the middle, on target. Gallup has it to the 41.
A lot of timeouts.
2nd and 2. There's a good throw and a good catch, too.
Just have to adapt as the season continues to go along.
From the 15 to the end zone. And it is caught for a touchdown.
By Des Bryant. Mantel Bryant. Yeah, there is another Bryant catching passes now in Dallas. Just recently signed.
And you see Bryant go right up the field when Dak fires it with a really, really good throw. And Bryant.
I thought it was Terrence Williams.
Hey, he's got 83. A little Terrence look with a little Bryant.
Who caught your last throw for a touchdown?
2-point conversion. So you just told me on the side you think they can come back and do this.
I did, right? Yeah. That was coming from my mic.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to throw this one. You're not going to hand this ball off.
You got to push that out.
Quick throw outside. Cooper on a fade. Let's see if he gets it.
How about Witten for the 2?
Watch. He just has to break out. Problem is no one ever throws that. That's actually covered 99% of the time. But Witten just makes it look easy, like it's a throw and catch.
It just went 70 yards in 87 seconds. 17th play of the drive. Elliott, touchdown.
Just nobody in that gap. You got the linebacker coming over here, and you see that lane that's just nobody in a spot. It's one of the few bright spots for them offensively.
Trubisky keeps, looks, throws, passes, incomplete. Jordan Lewis came close to a pick, but didn't get both feet down.
Yeah, it looked like just the one, and that's one that Trubisky should never have even attempted. You know, he had to lay that one up if he's going to be able to make a play on it.
Oh, wait a minute. He looks like he's got it. And if they do, it's the rare takeaway for the Cowboys. They've been looking for him. They haven't been getting him. Did Jordan Lewis just provide one here? Trubisky pulls it down, and now down he goes. A sack for this Dallas defense. It's Darian Thompson.
Pretty good disguise right there by the Cowboys. Darian Thompson, he comes off the slot, and Prescott reads it very well, and he waits on Cooper, and he makes a good catch.
Here's Elliott with a cutback. Breaks one, now another. Takes it down inside the 30.
Yeah, really nice push by this offensive line. You're going to see the lane, and then Ezekiel Elliott, he stretches it, puts his foot in the ground, and he hasn't had a lot of those runs this year. That's been the biggest difference. He's had, what he can.
Play action, Trubisky gets swallowed up in a sack by this Dallas defense. That's Michael Bennett.
Michael Bennett's right here, and he works, see, right through Leno. He pushes Leno right back into the lap.
Direct snap to Patterson, and he is wrapped up back at the 25 as the play's made by Robert Quinn. Bears have been in Cowboy territory 6 of 7 drives. And that ball's out. Picked up by Jalen Smith. Second takeaway by this Dallas defense. And maybe that sparks a little bit of noise from the Cowboys. With 2:58 left in the third quarter, Montgomery was held up. Forward progress was not called.
Yeah, I think
that's ripped out by maybe Joe Thomas. And the Cowboys take over. Big drop by Gallup along the sideline.
One-on-one down here on the bottom with Kevin Tolliver, who they have not taken advantage of yet tonight.
Prescott. Good protection. Pass is caught. A first down grab by Gallup. And that, the best throw of the night by Dak Prescott.
Yeah, because he had time in the pocket. He was late getting to this, so it wasn't a throw that he was going to get to. That ball normally would have been thrown much sooner than that, but he comes back about his third or fourth read, not liking what he saw on the other side of the field, comes back, and with the separation, a big first down.
21-yard completion on 4th down. Prescott able to get rid of it, and a catch on a leap by Gallup. Fuller was all over him. Pressure by Brent Urban, and somehow Prescott got this away for 15-yard completion.
That kind of tells you how strong Dak Prescott is, to be getting pulled backwards and still be able to deliver the football. You know,
Elliott gets it, and the touchdown.
Suafilo, he pulls, he gets jammed in the hole, but Elliott is able to keep his feet and legs going. That's a nice job by him. You're going to see Suafilo 76, and just Elliott just getting it done on his own there.
Roquan Smith. Pass is caught by Cooper, and as you said, they're also without Akeem Hicks next week. This is a 27-yarder to Amari Cooper.
That's a good throw by Dak Prescott.
Prescott throws wide open, and the catch is made by Gallup, who hops out of bounds across the 40.
Bringing this team back from the brink.
2nd down and 10. The pass is caught by Gallup. Takes it inside the 20. A broken tackle, and is able to get out of bounds, and then a flag at the end. Witkowski coming on a blitz, and this one up in the air and dropped right into the lap of Cooper for the touchdown. Tolliver out there in coverage, and that just dropped right out of the sky into the lap of Cooper, and he was ruled to be inbounds and in the end zone, and he was.
That's a great job. Norv Turner used to always call a throw like this right down the stovepipe. I mean, that ball, he was in pretty good coverage, Tolliver was. I mean, he's right on top of Amari Cooper. That thing had to be dropped out.
Prescott steps into it. Pass is caught by Cobb, and Cobb is able to get out of bounds with 12 seconds left.
You got to think maybe that had something to do with it. It feels that they've gotten away with some pass interferences.
Prescott out to his right, throws. Pass is caught. Cooper. Elliott cuts back. Down inside the 30.
45, go away. Come on.
Prescott fires, pass is caught. What a catch for the touchdown. Jason Witten. Touchdown number 72.
This is called a 79 combination on the outside. A go route by the outside receiver, and then you've got Jason Witten on the corner route, and what a heck of a catch by him. A ball that gets away from Prescott behind him, and he's able to just, with great technology on these gloves these days, just haul that one right in.
That ball just stuck in his right hand. It did not budge.
Receiver.
Start this possession with a handoff to Elliott. Tackled up near the 40.
Some good tough running by Ezekiel Elliott here in this first half, and being able to make people miss those type tackles, arm tackles.
Prescott in trouble. And wide open. And now the foot race. The former Ram, Austin, for the touchdown. Once Prescott got away from Dante Fowler, the play was over.
Yeah, it was over. There's contact down the field that you're going to see in the middle. Right there. And give Dak Prescott credit initially of being able to avoid the sack. But right there, the collision between the two defenders. Nice action with the Cowboys. Tavon Austin knowing that they've got that deep crosser going man coverage. They tipped it off.
They do not. Left alone is Jarwin.
Watch what happens. The Ram defenders, they run into each other again. You know, this should not be that difficult, but Taylor Rapp is trying to get over there to cover Blake Jarwin and runs right into his guy. And he has had some success. The last couple of weeks are a good example.
Here's Pollard, the rookie. Got a little more burst. Offensive line for the Cowboys winning this half. A carry of 25. And a missed tackle by Clay Matthews and Greg Gaines.
Yeah, right here, Clay Matthews. He has a chance. He's working through Lyle Collins right there, but the arm tackles just are not getting it done for the Los Angeles Rams. And as I mentioned, this was a defense coming in top 5 in stopping teams on the ground.
Prescott keeps, pass is caught, tight end. His second catch of this drive, Blake Jarwin.
I would think so.
Here's Elliott. He's got it for the touchdown. One, as you said, covering 97 yards.
Yeah, that's really impressive. You get no shot at it.
Everybody got set. Goff throws. Pass picked. Lee. Sean Lee. Still going. Inside the 10, and his first interception since 2017 for the 10-year vet.
I don't think that Jared Goff was going to be able to fit this ball in. Sean Lee reads it perfectly, but Robert Quinn coming off the edge on that left side to Jared Goff's blind side, pressure right back in his face, and he tries to fit one in. You see Robert Quinn working against Whitworth right there. He's not able to follow through all the way, but I don't think it had much impact on the throw itself. He was first down Dallas.
Elliott. What a half! Touchdown Dallas. Touchdown Elliott.
And he's able to come up and just make a heck of a block to stone him right there in the hole. And then the running lane, and of course, they come off the edge.
Weddle couldn't bring down Elliott. Elliott did the rest. Goff sacked by Sean Lee.
It's a nice game up front, and they just totally collapsed the pocket. They're able to get Sean Lee one-on-one on Todd Gurley, and then the inside pressure, Goff trying to bail out. And the Cowboys, they haven't had a lot to celebrate. It's been maddening for him. And the play last week, the missed tackles, the hustle, the lack thereof, and that's something that he's always prided himself on as a coach everywhere he's been.
Goff broken up, play made by Lewis.
Sean McVay might, but that's an excellent job. That's good ball placement too. He just closes in on it. Jordan Lewis does. You see there, and that's just great work. And when
blitz on fourth down, pass incomplete.
A lot of changes along that offensive line. A big loss at Seattle.
Elliott. Down to the 26. Extra men on the rush. Lewis gets home. Fourth 4th sack of the year for Jordan Lewis.
Well, they overload this side over here, but the Rams should have been able to pick that up. They've got 3 blockers for 3 rushers, but because of the game up front, they completely turned Jordan Lewis free on Jared Goff. He's anticipating that it would be picked up as well.
Toss. Pollard breaks 1 tackle and gets the first down, and more still rolling. Wow, down inside the 40. Abucam missed the tackle, and a 33-yard scamper by Pollard is the result.
There's about 5 guys who had a chance. Just count them. Abucam, he's the first one. He's right there. Then you got Eric Weddle, Corey Littleton. Troy Reeder comes in. There's about 5 guys who had chances to make a play, and we've seen a lot of missed tackles. Only this time it's from the Rams.
With basically the division on the line as Pollard is able to get loose, stays in bounds for the touchdown. They're just trying to kill the clock. And Tony Pollard went 44 yards. His long for the season, his 2nd rushing touchdown.
Watch those 3 guys right there. Tyron Smith, Dalton Schultz, Blake Jarwin. We got Brian down there as well, helping out at the wide receiver spot. It's a good job. It's a great job. It's kind of...
This has been about as strong an effort in all 3 phases and as close to a perfect game as they can play.
Hey, but it's a good group that Goff has to work with.
Here's a pick after a big hit on Cooks.
And he's down.
Justin March with the interception, and Cooks got hit hard in the end zone.
These are great players that are in the line of fire in a very meaningless game.
I mean,
point in the game.
Sean McVay's calling timeouts, and, you know, for what? What is the point? And now Cooks, hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him, but he's 9 for 9 in picking up first downs on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's Sanders, and he is swallowed up
in the first quarter.
On 3rd down and 10, Prescott airs it out. Gallup, and he caught it for the biggest play of the game for Dallas in their first down. Prescott out to his left. Breaks a tackle. And then bangs into a defender, I believe Vinnie Curry. He's electing for the 49-yard attempt. And this one is able to fade.
Certainly deserves it.
Prescott keeps. Throws. Pass is caught.
Very underrated. One of the great ones.
Here's Elliott, not getting any country 3. And the kick is no good in this half, but leading by just 7. After the missed field goal, good field position. Gallup makes the catch.
They can't come away with a touchdown and not just settle for some of these underneath throws for field goal.
Here's one flip to Gallup. More yards for Michael Gallup, but he is held in bounds. Instead, it's underneath, and Witten hops out of bounds. And this one fades on in.
Dallas wants to try. They're giving him a little help right now.
Here's Elliott. Makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and gets
on the outside with some of these backup corners that are in.
Prescott keeps. Pass is caught. Gallup having a big game.
And Amari Cooper, with those corners, they should favor the Cowboys.
Here's Elliott. And he is able to lunge for. And he's missed again. They need to make another play. It's 4th down and 9. That was the first sack by either team in the game. And the pass is caught. And any opportunity you feel the Cowboys could have the rest of the wind. 2nd and 10. Pass is caught. Big hit, and Cobb somehow hangs on. 2nd and 10. 4-man rush. Prescott guns it. Pass is caught by
Byron Jones, but overall a lot expected of him coming into this year and just hasn't quite lived up to it.
On 3rd down and 10. Keenum throws. Pass is picked by Jalen Smith. Goes backward, but it's a takeaway for this Dallas defense as it stands now. DeMarcus Lawrence with pressure, and let's make sure that Smith made the catch, and he did, and he should be down right there as Sprinkle touched him when. 2nd down and 5. Quick throw. Peterson out on the edge. Ball is out. Cowboys get another takeaway. 2nd fumble of the year lost by Adrian Peterson, as Malcolm Smith in his 2nd week with Dallas forced it, and Xavier Woods comes away with the takeaway. Troy have been missing this element for the most part all season.
They sure have. That's just careless on Adrian Peterson's part. As great as he has been, he has had a tendency to put the ball on the ground. He hasn't been used as a receiver a lot throughout his career, but just a simple tackle by Malcolm Smith and
free play. Prescott wants to air it out, and now does. Looking for Cooper. He's got it inside the 20.
Well, it started with the Cowboys going to a hurry up there on 3rd down. It totally confused the Redskins.
Number 52. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a 1st down.
Totally confused the Redskins. They've got help over the top. Kenny Ladler, who was just brought up this week, he plays that about as bad as you can play it as a.
Prescott out to his left. Throws, caught, touchdown, Elliott.
Well, Jonathan Allen is going to rush right here in the middle, and he gets the push then on Cameron Fleming, and in doing so, he gives up contain, and it allows Prescott then to get out on the edge and then allow the receivers to create some separation and make the throw then to Ezekiel Elliott. It's a good job.
Cowboys bring a blitz. And they get home as Quinn is there.
Well, the Cowboys bring a 5-man rush, and Jalen Smith, the linebacker, he scrapes off the edge. He gets the pressure there out in front. And as Case Keenum tries to come back around and traverse, Robert Quinn, who had beaten Donald Penn there on that backside. He's a coach's dream, I guarantee you that.
255th game play. That's a Dallas record. Here's Cobb on 1st and 17. He gets a 1st down. Unrestricted free agent to be. Here's Elliott on 2nd and 4. 1st down and more. Stays upright. Touchdown, Elliott.
Watch Zach Martin, number 70. He gets out in front and just does an outstanding job. And the block there by the left guard, Joe Looney. He pancakes a guy and opens it up. Some missed tackles there on the back end. This is a lot of what we saw last Sunday.
And it's 20-3 with 3:50 left in the half. The talked about the newcomer Kenny Ladler in coverage earlier on that big completion to Amari Cooper. Now Ladler misses a tackle on Elliott. He's on a long list. A lot of players who have done just that.
Well, Joe Looney, he comes out, he does stuff on this play that I got to watch Larry Allen do. Just putting guys on their back. Watch right here, big number 73. Cole Holcomb, he's had a nice year. He started every game because of some of the issues they had coming into the year.
Prescott throws, pass caught, Cooper. Broke the tackle and a good play.
Going forward, you're talking about $18, $19 million, and you know, in some ways, he's been a bit of a fair weather receiver, and that's not the NFL on a weekly basis.
3rd down and 2. Prescott gets it, still rolling. Stiff arms a tackler, and that has inspired the crowd as he put his hand into the face mask and chest of Kenny Ladler. A 22-yard run.
Well, Dak Prescott's reading Montez Sweat. He's been a factor defensively throughout this game, and he keeps it. He gets inside the block right there by Cameron Fleming as Cole Holcomb tries to hit it, and it shows you some of the toughness of Dak Prescott and how difficult he is to get to the ground. And he's just slinging guys off of him.
6'2", 235. Pass is caught by Cobb. Another first down. Sets up 1st and goal. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. Gallup. Touchdown. What a catch.
I got to see this. I'm not real sure how he got his feet in bounds. It's a great throw. He puts it in the perfect position. Aaron Colvin for the Redskins in coverage. Well, he goes up and gets that. That's excellent work. That's a really nice job. It wasn't as close as I thought it was from here. Michael Gallup, who basically has become their #1 guy here over the last several weeks. He's had a heck of a second year. His rookie season, very strong campaign. He's definitely playing through some pain, and I know he's missed some throws here in recent weeks. Last week was not his best. That one wasn't so good overall. He's been pretty good, but he has played through it, and I definitely feel that it's impacted some of the accuracy.
3rd down and 4. Here's one to a wide open Randall Cobb.
Well, Randall Cobb, they go trips to one side and they flood that zone, and it opens things up. And Dak Prescott, this is nice. You see what he's looking at, and the pocket and then the window with all that time. And you've got a guy like Randall Cobb. He's been traveling around to a lot of teams.
Pressure from Quinn off the edge. Hyder gets home 2. And a sack, a loss of 12 as the Cowboys defense makes a play.
To Robert Quinn's side, so that widens then Quinn, and you're expecting Donald Penn to be able to get out there against him and try to somehow block that, and just no chance, and that's not even.
Elliott. Big carry, gets popped at the 40. Lost 8 of 12, and Philadelphia has just added to its lead over the Giants. Prescott. Gallup. How did he stay on his feet? Gallup. End zone. Touchdown. Jeremy Reeves couldn't bring him down.
No, he couldn't, and this is where player safety has allowed plays like this. I mean, there was a time when if you threw the ball like that as a quarterback to your receiver, you would hope that he lived to play the next play. And Reeves comes across, and he doesn't want to just blow up Michael Gallup, so he goes low and is unable to secure the tackle, and he goes for the touchdown. It's one of the biggest changes that I've seen continue as his head football coach.
4th down and 2, and it's broken up by Smith. As Jalen got his right hand in front of Henches, and for the 3rd time, the Dallas defense makes a stop on the Redskins going for it on 4th down.
Yeah, Jalen Smith right there in the middle of your screen. He sets up, he waits right there on top of it. He's right there to make a play, and yeah, the Redskins have obviously been aggressive as they should be.
72-43 and 2 all-time against Washington, leading here 37-16, 3rd down and 6. Pass is caught. How about another? The hat trick. Gallup for the touchdown. Flag is down back in the secondary. We'll see if the play stands.
Pass interference. Defense number 32. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
What a game for Michael Gallup.
That sure is. And even with Ladler playing inside technique, that's a great job. A lot of young receivers that can learn watching him and how he was able to release and run that route with an inside leverage corner. And yet he pushes up and is able to come across his face, got the pass interference penalty on him, but it didn't matter. He didn't need it. That's impressive.